everyone, this is Godzillawolf and I'm back with another episode. And last time we found this mesa biome, which is probably where we're going to set up shop. And we also found this mine shaft, which is also cool. But I'm still trying to decide what kind of house I want to build. I do have ideas for it, and it's probably going to be cool once I do, but I'm kind of debating what I want to build it out of and all that. So we're just going to continue exploring the mine shafts and see what we can find. Which reminds me, I also need to make some more sticks. Well, not some more sticks, some more torches, because we're going to need a lot of torches if we're going to explore under there. I'm not really that concerned about losing, about using up coal because, well, there's tons of coal. So let's get started by going through here, which is just a small little encroachment. Anyway, I want to explore the mine shaft because there are a lot of cool stuff you can find in mine shafts, which that should be obvious to anyone who's played Minecraft for a while, but another reason is you never know what you're going to find if you're exploring in a mine shaft. Also, I probably should have made... Oh, I do have a stone pick. I don't want to use up all my iron really quickly. But there are a lot of, like, just going through mine shafts means you might end up finding yourself, say, some, like, going down to diamond level or something like that. And also we can get a metric ton of coal down here, so that's another reason for it. We also need to watch out for the cave spiders, but the cave spider spawners can be used for EXP grinding, which is always a useful feature. But for the moment, we're just mainly looking to see what all is in this mine shaft and what all we can find, and my mouse is being a little weird. Okay, there's some gold down here. Ow. Actually, this isn't even part of the mine shaft. This is just gold. I mean, this is just a cave. Interesting. And gold is actually going to be more important once the Nether update comes out. I mean, right now it does have its uses. Yeah, let's see what's down here. Like, right now, gold does have its uses, but the main use for gold in this part is, I think most people will just use gold to get golden apples and then just, you know, not really care all that much about gold's other uses. They are useful for powered rails and other things, but for the most part they're not good armor. Like, that's the thing with gold stuff, is gold stuff typically is pretty dang bad. But when we get the Nether update that's coming out, piglins are all about gold. Like, that's one of their major shticks, is they really, really like gold, and the only way they won't attack you is if you're wearing gold. And they also will gladly trade you for gold to give you stuff, which can include netherite, which is the new tier of armor that's being introduced. So there's a lot of reason to have a lot of gold now that you wouldn't have had before, which I do appreciate that they're giving gold more of a use, because at the moment gold is just kind of shiny. Shiny! Could not resist that. But it's one of those things where I feel like gold really needed more of a use than it had. So I'm very, very happy that they're giving gold an entirely new use that it didn't have before. Because I feel there's a lot of stuff in Minecraft that doesn't particularly have much of a use to it, but which is to be expected given a lot of these blocks are just decorative or stuff like that. But I feel like gold being a tier of armor really needed something to it for a long time, because yes, it's more enchantable, but for the most part it's low durability and not being all that good kind of limited it. So the fact that gold now will be basically what the Nether, a large portion of the Nether is going to revolve around, I like that. It gives it a purpose. Kind of makes me wonder why the Nether, which is, you know, essentially the bad place, is such a focus on gold. But, well, then again, I guess pigs are historically kind of a symbolic of greed and or gluttony, so I guess to a degree that makes sense that they would have an obsession for gold given where they live. Fun fact. Which, yeah, that's kind of weird. Apparently some people consider pigs more of a symbol of greed than of gluttony, which is kind of weird. I mean, most people consider them a symbol of gluttony, but there are places where they're considered symbols of greed, which is kind of interesting. Because I was of the opinion that, like, I was normally told that snakes were the symbol for greed. Anyway, I might also be wrong about parts of that because oh crap, there's a skeleton. Die. Well, I guess you can't die because you're already dead, so die. Rest in peace. But saying rest in peace over and over again doesn't sound as intimidating. And there's a spider. You know, the reason I killed that thing immediately is because that thing would have just jumped down on my head if I hadn't. And that's the thing with spiders is... Did I just hear a creeper? I heard a creeper, which freaked me out a little bit. But, yeah, they're like, animals that are symbolic of one thing typically end up, like, symbolic of multiple things. Okay, more gold. Yeah, I do find it weird that gold is can be mined with only an iron pickaxe, where iron can be mined with a stone pickaxe. Which I understand why, because gold and, iron is like that. When historically gold is actually more soft of a material than iron is. Also, I kind of find it weird that there's no, like, steel tier, but I guess that's what Tinker's Construct is for. I guess that the entire purpose is, like, metallurgy is a bit more advanced than base Minecraft really wants to do. If you want metallurgy, go to Tinker's Construct, because that's kind of its entire part of its entire shtick. Is this back into the mine? Come on. Thankfully, we have a map now that gives us an idea of where we are. Because right in the middle of that map is where we set up shop, so... Ooh, lots of iron. Now, you see, this is weird. Like, in a previous map, like, I think in the previous one I had a lot of trouble finding certain materials. In this one, looks like there's iron everywhere. Still debating whether... I think this leather helmet is fine for now, because leather's not necessarily bad armor. And the fact it's regenerating armor is kind of important. Because the mending enchant is really, really good. The only problem is that mending is only accessible if you have the right villagers or you fish a bunch and end up getting one with a very, very low chance of getting the mending enchant from fishing. And I did actually luck out, and I have gotten a mending villager before. I think the problem is that they're also fairly rare. So mending is basically one of those enchants that everyone really, really wants, but it's really hard to come by. Which is intentional, because mending could be really overpowered if it didn't have limitations to it. Because mending basically means your armor is, unless you're really, really unlucky, your armor's not going to break. Alright. Man, like I said, if you need gold, find a mesa biome. Because you are going to find a lot of gold in a mesa. See, how much gold do I even have at the moment? I've almost got a stack of gold. That's good. Okay, well, let's head back. might ramble about really weird things, but I guess that kind of may be entertaining. Okay, so this particular cave seems to be like to intertwine. Oh crap, there's multiple skeletons. That's not good. Let's regenerate a little bit. Okay, guess we just ran past him. Ooh, what is this? Zombie dungeon. Okay, this is actually way more useful than the other one. Okay, I'm gonna use these bones for later. Beetroot, not very useful. Ooh, a lore enchanted book. That can be useful for fishing later on. I'll take the gunpowder, don't really need it. Ooh, and a golden apple. Okay, so that's some good loot. Unfortunately, I'm also at a point where my... Okay, I don't need the cobblestone. Don't really need the boat anymore. I'm gonna take the silver, the iron horse armor. Ooh, and a saddle. Okay, we can get a horse now. That's good. Also, I realize I still have an entire stack of wheat. Let's put this in there. So, not much in this dungeon, but we do have a dungeon, which can be very useful. Especially because zombies are much easier to farm than spiders are. I'm gonna head on down here. We might... Ah, crap. Come on, get closer. Okay, there we go. So this might take us down to diamond, and if I can find diamond, that would be very, very useful. And no. However, we did get a lot more gold. I like gold. Do you remember what that movie was? If you know what that's referencing, you're a fan of older movies, and there's nothing wrong with that. Seriously, I think people like... I don't like the people getting picked on for being called nerds just because they like older movies. I really don't like that. I love older movies. Like, to me, older movies are one of those... Like, a lot of older movies are better than... Like, there's movies that are considered classics, so there's kind of this stigma that if you like really old movies, you're some sort of nerd or something in some places. I really don't like that. Okay, we've got... Okay, I can throw out these arrows. I don't want to just leave gold here to despawn. I mean, I guess I could... Okay, and we probably, given our picks are about to die, we should probably be getting back to the surface. Because I don't want to be down here without a pick, because I think... okay, let's head this way and see. Maybe this will lead us back up to the surface. Also, there's a spider. Also, can we comment on how terrifying that the Minecraft world is, that there's just giant man-eating spiders everywhere? Okay, good. That was an immediate lead back to the surface. Nice. Granted, we just collapsed the floor. Oh crap! Map, where do we go? Okay, just head in this general direction. Oh yeah, we're right over here. All right then. Ah, shoot. Okay. Well, it's a good thing that the spider got stuck. Okay, let's see. What do we got in here? I got ideas. Anyway, let's put some of this stuff away. We've actually used a lot of bread, so actually we're probably going to need that. I still am going to need to go to the Nether to use those brain stands. Okay, we can get a horse now, which is good. We don't need the TNT animals, we don't need that. Okay, so let's... Let's make more bread. What I'm going to do is everything should be dead now. Yes, everything is dead. Good. I head over here, cut down some trees, and start making charcoal. How are you not dead? Alright, good deal, trees. Because charcoal tends to be a much... Because I find charcoal is a very underrated fuel source. Because you can get infinite charcoal. Is that... Okay, I'm gonna have to check on that, because that looks like snow in a mesa biome, which should not be physically possible. Either that or it's just a mountain biome next to the mesa. Yeah, it looks like it's just a mountain biome directly next to the mesa. Okay, that's interesting. This place has an interesting world gem. Also, bread is a really good fuel source. I mean, food source. Which makes sense, because in real life we've had bread. Like, there's more... Like, bread is one of the most consistent crops throughout all of human history, so that... Well, not consistent. Well, technically it's a crop because you grow it from... like, technically speaking, it is a crop in the sense of it's something you grow the stuff to make it. So I guess technically you could call it a crop, but it's really less. It's really just a food source. Okay. I ramble at times. Can you tell? Okay. Also, I'm getting these sticks because I can use them to make another pickaxe, which I kind of need. Okay, how much wood do I have? I want to make a good bit of charcoal. And yeah, like that, like bread exists in most cultures in the world in some form, and it's because wheat is it's for multiple reasons. Well, I was going to say because wheat is very common, and wheat is rather common, but at the same time, it's partially because it's just very easy to make bread out of various things. Maybe. I'm not an expert on bread. I'm just assuming that because of what I do know of bread. I might have just made myself sound like an idiot. Oh well. Research bread. If I was wrong about bread being a common crop, tell me. Or common foodstuff, tell me. I like, because comments are good for the YouTube ad revenue. And I like to learn things that I did not know before. So if I'm wrong about bread, please research it and tell me in the comments down below. I'm curious. Why is bread such a common crop? Or common food source? Is it because it's easy to make, or is it just because people like bread? I don't know. I've spent this time rambling about bread for no apparent reason. Yeah, I know what, like, the thing is, I know what cultures make bread. I know a lot of cultures make bread. I'm just not sure if that came first or if bread was imported from other places and it just ended up being a very common food source because of it. Bread does seem to be considered one of the most basic of food sources, so I'm assuming that it's fairly easy to make. At least comparably to some other things. I'm going to stop talking about bread because I have a feeling that I'm not sounding very smart right now. But then again, maybe you like that stuff. And again, if I'm wrong about bread, tell me in the description below because I realize I just am essentially making guesstimations about bread. Okay, let's get a little more fire. And yes, guesstimation is a word. At least I think it is. You know, that's probably good advice. Don't try to start a conversation about a subject that you have to guesstimate about. I fully admit I don't know everything. I don't know as much about bread as I wish I did, which is a weird subject to not want to know more about, but here we are, talking about bread. Okay, anyway, enough talking about bread. What we're gonna do is make some charcoal, because charcoal is very useful. Okay. Now I've got myself all curious about bread. Probably after this I'm gonna do a wiki walk about bread. Why? Because I can. Okay, that gives us a bunch to work with, so let's make 2 stone picks. Because we are going to be going back down there. Okay, 1 stone pick because I miscalculated. And 1 iron pick to let us go back down and continue collecting resources. Though right now I don't know if this is actually a good time to go back down into the mine, but because we're so late in the episode. Yeah, whatever. We're going back into the mine. But yeah, it's fun to go on tangents sometimes, even if you don't know, if you only have a vague idea of what you're... I just realized now I can actually go under there if I wanted to. I just need a trapdoor to do it, because now you can do that in Minecraft, which is kind of cool. Man, there's a ton of gold in mesa biomes. But I'm not gonna grab that gold right now, and I'm stuck in a spider web. You know, do you ever wonder what happened to the miners that used to work these mines in Minecraft? Because I'm assuming something bad happened, and that's why the mine is abandoned. I mean, given there's giant poisonous spiders everywhere, that might give some idea of what happened. They might have all been eaten by giant poisonous spiders. It sounds like a horror movie plot. Okay, that's the same. I've already been to this. I mean, I could grab... Oh, well, actually the name tag. I'll take the name tag. And there's the spider... I don't know if... Yeah, this is just a dead end that has a spider spawner in it. Hey, Dan! How are you here? Oh, that might have been one that's spawned... Okay, let's light this place up more so the spawner can't ambush me with spiders again. Okay, I remember there being a path down further, right here. Alright, it goes nowhere. Okay, I think that also might lead somewhere, or it's dark out now. No, I think that leads somewhere, so let's head this way. At least I know that there's still plenty of gold down here, even with all the gold I've mined up top. Yeah, I like mine shafts. I just, why are there not, like, I know there's machinimas, like there's Minecraft video. Ooh, carrot. Okay, I'm not gonna eat that because that's actually a really useful crop to end up getting. Okay, nothing down here. Also, I'm starving to death somehow. Alright, I got poisoned and that causes your health to go down all the way. Whoops. Okay, I think that I might have explored the majority of this mine shaft now. I've been that way, I've been this way. I don't like the giant spider noises. And again, I don't think I think it's a fairly logical thing to not like giant spider noises. Ah, shoot, it's my turn. Okay, okay, back up this way. I really do need to expand this map when I get the chance, because having a bigger map, and if so long as you know what the center of the map is, and you build relatively close to the center. Though once the Nether update comes out, we won't have to worry about that, because the Nether update will essentially cause the maps to, well, not maps, it will kind of give something new to the compass where you can make these stones using stuff from the Nether and make the compass set to a certain location, which they should have had for a while. But anyway, that's everything for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, comment, subscribe. See you guys next time. Bye! I still don't have a catchphrase.